I always kept my past quiet. After retiring from the military, I moved to a quiet neighborhood, hoping for peace. I trained, disciplined, and lived my life simply. But some people never let go of assumptions. Karen, our infamous HOA president, was the first to underestimate me. One afternoon, she saw me trimming my garden in a simple t-shirt and jeans. "Still trying to be a soldier, huh? Thought you were washed up and done for," she scoffed. I smiled faintly, ignoring her. She went on, gathering a small crowd of nosy neighbors. "Look at her, barely able to lift a rake, and she thinks she's tough. Must be living on past glory." I decided to play along. Maybe, or maybe I've just learned to pick my battles. Karen laughed, pointing at the small, nondescript patch of medals I kept framed inside my garage. Bronze stars, commendation medals, and several others she probably couldn't even name. The following week, our HOA hosted a small community event. Karen had a guest speaker, a retired general who'd served decades in the army. She boasted, "He'll give us a lecture on real soldiers, unlike some people in this neighborhood." Of course, I attended quietly, staying in the back. Karen strutted around, whispering to neighbors, "You'll see, she's nothing, just a pretend hero with stories she made up." The general started talking about leadership, strategy, and the history of certain operations. I stayed silent, letting him speak. After a few minutes, he asked if anyone had military experience. Karen smirked, nudging her friends to notice me. "I see a veteran back there," he said, pointing casually. "Would you like to come forward?" I hesitated, then stood. The room went quiet. Karen's jaw dropped. I walked up to the front, and as I shook his hand, I casually flipped open my jacket, revealing a small, almost hidden insignia pinned to my chest. A classified emblem denoting specialized operations in multiple theaters of combat. The general's eyes widened. "Where? How did you?" I smiled lightly. "It's been a while since I reported for duty publicly, sir." Karen froze, realizing she had completely underestimated me. Her face turned red as whispers spread across the room. Neighbors gasped. "She did what?" The general, recovering from shock, looked at Karen and said, "This woman has done things most soldiers only dream of. Underestimating her is unwise." Karen stammered, I didn't know." "You didn't think to ask before judging?" I replied calmly, returning to my seat. The general nodded approvingly. From that day on, Karen never mocked me again. The neighbors who once laughed at her jokes now quietly respected my presence. The HOA meetings became noticeably quieter when she spoke, as everyone remembered the day the washed-up soldier revealed the truth. Weeks later, the general sent me a personal letter of commendation, praising not just my past service, but my continued composure and humility in civilian life. Karen, on the other hand, had to publicly apologize at the next HOA meeting for her behavior. It was satisfying to see her finally humbled, not by confrontation, but by the undeniable truth. And as for me, I kept my life simple, my reputation intact, and my history discreet, except for the rare moments when someone foolish enough to underestimate me needed a quiet reminder.